was super awesome. The dudes are cool. The crew was amazing. I had a great time. Thanks, bye. Just kidding, just kidding. You guys came for way more than that. So I have all the scoop from behind the scenes. Was Cody Jones jealous of my height? What is the secret code to the candy room? And the question we've all been asking, who is the Panda? Here's 20 things you need to know about the Dude Perfect Trick Shot Championship. Maybe go watch the Dude Perfect video first and then come back here. I'll give you time. I'll link it down below. Number 20. The whole thing came together very last minute. How Ridiculous just happened to have an opening in their schedule, so they scrambled to find 7 other trick shot channels. I was only called about 8 days before the actual filming, so of course I cleared my schedule. Number 19. It was filmed over the course of 2 days. Day 1, we filmed from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Day 2, 8 a.m. again till 5 p.m. Now that's a lot to accomplish in the matter of just 2 days. They ran a very tight ship, and all the competitors really brought their A game. Speaking of which, number 18. The first shot with the PS5s took way shorter than anyone expected. I expected it to take at least an hour.
Yeah! Yeah! What? Ah!
There were 8 marks on the floor, each one for them to move the chair forward every 10 minutes. We only made it to the second mark on the floor. It was about 15 minutes in total for this shot. Brody hit it in about 30 seconds, and then it was just contagious from there. Number 17, all the PS5s were plugged in, but none of them sucked in the disc. Production wanted to get a fake shot of the disc getting sucked in as we're celebrating in the background, but Ty actually liked the way that it looked with the disc sticking up. Here's my disc that went in. We didn't know how long we were gonna be in the video for, so I was taking whatever I could get.
Just kidding, this one's mine.
Number 16. They bought a truck specifically so we could destroy it in the second round of the video. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, but they spent $1,000 on that truck. Hopefully someone can still get some use out of that thing, but I doubt that any body shop is capable of buffing out those massive dents.
I just received word on vacation that Dude Perfect is actually going to use the truck as a work truck, so they are being good stewards with it. And yes, I did bring the same shirt on vacation.
Also, I took part of the rearview mirror. Trent knocked this off. So, number 15. We are notoriously bad at bottle flips.
Oh no, the bottle flip! Not the bottle flip! Oh, why am I so bad at this?
So I was super nervous about trick shot number 3. Fortunately, it ended up being 30 feet up in the air on a tiny pedestal, which is hard for anybody to do. Not just me, on a flat table right in front of my face. The worst part of that shot was having to look straight up for more than a half hour, directly into a spotlight. My neck still hurts. It's been a week. Number 14. This shot was suggested by Brett Stanford from How Ridiculous. Nice shot, Brett. So once I hit from 7 yards, I knew I was safe. I could hear Brody next to me really struggling, and he was not keeping it a secret. That's why I just started launching and almost hit the bullseye from about 20 yards away. Number 13. Brody Smith had never tried the boomstick before, or any of the other trick shots in this video, which just goes to show how crazy talented that guy is. He was literally telling me, I want to film a trick shot video in less than 1 day. It's taken me 4 months to film just one trick shot video. I'm a little jealous. Number 12. The huge tubs of ping pong balls were all complete duds. We had to stop the 7th trick shot about 3 minutes in when Ty realized that those ping pong balls were not bouncing. Then they had to scramble around the DPHQ to scrounge up about 60 ping pong balls so that each team could have about 20 to work with. That's why if you go back and watch the video, none of us are grabbing ping pong balls from the tub behind us. Number 11. The dunk tanks on the 8th round were rentals, and one had a leak. Somehow they were able to plug up the hole, but not before it had gotten water all over the tarp, so the DP crew had to clean that up with a mop. It took them about 30 to 40 minutes to mop it up, wring it out, and mop it up some more. But it gave me and Trent a nice window to get his arm warmed up for the shot. Number 10. For the final shot, it took 20 minutes for us just to get up to the catwalk. There were 3 elevators and then several ladders, some of them as tall as 40 to 50 feet high. Heights are at the top of my list of fears, so it took pure adrenaline to get through this shot. My palms are getting sweaty just thinking about it again. Number 9. Trick Shot Queen's partner throughout the entire video didn't come with her and doesn't work at Dude Perfect. Let me explain. The very first person I met when I walked into DPHQ was a man with a British accent named Adam. Here he is. You maybe have seen him in some of the stereotype videos, but he told me, I don't actually work here. I just come here from my boring job every once in a while when I get a break. He was hilarious. And honestly, one of the reasons why I think Trick Shot Queen got as far as she did, he was such an encouragement to her. Really just an all-around awesome dude. Was he a perfect dude? Number 8, all the contestants were exactly who you would expect them to be. The How Ridiculous guys were just as genuine and kind as they come across in their videos. Amanda the Trick Shot Queen was awesome and probably our best friend throughout the entire video. Unfortunately, we had to go up against her to reach the finale. Honestly, I would have been happy with whoever won that round. Tommy and Matthew from That's Amazing are super cool, and their whole family came to support them. All amazing people. That's amazing. The Hewlett brothers brought the same level of energy we're used to them bringing, but also super genuine guys. I could go on, but we have some other things we need to get to. Number 7, I have the code to the candy room, and it is... But you probably don't need that code because the door is oftentimes just left open. The only problem is the light switch is in the other warehouse on the other side of the wall. So we were only able to get this creepy video of Trent.
Look at the candy room.
Yeah, I can't unsee that. Number 6, Cody was not jealous of my height. In fact, the first interaction that we had, he walked by me, gave me a fist bump, and said, "Oh, ho, ho, tall guy." He was definitely the encourager of the group. You didn't want him betting on you. He was only there for one day, and he went 0 for 6 on who he thought was gonna win each competition that day, including me in the boomstick round. I'm a college baseball player. I thought I had that round in the bag. Then Cody picked me. Number 5, Ty never had to redo an intro. I'm serious. Never had to redo one. Sure, Kobe would tell him a few words to maybe change here and there, but once the cameras were rolling, he hit his line every single time. And in front of that many people, I would have to redo my line several times. I had to redo that line, that one right there, about 3 times. I'm just talking to a camera. Number 4, Garrett is actually a strategist. This one probably surprised me the most out of any of them. Garrett always comes across as the guy that doesn't even want to try in the challenge videos, but his wheels are always turning. He was the guy that would come up to us before every challenge and talk strategy with us and say, okay, what are we doing here? Garrett, I expect to see you win some more challenge videos, not just be on the podium. Number 3, the twins are so genuinely nice. And this probably doesn't come as a surprise to any of you, but they were the ones who were out interacting with all of us contestants during the breaks, and you could tell they really cared about getting to know us. I didn't feel like I even deserved to be there, so that meant a lot. Number 2, who is the Panda? I don't know. They still didn't tell us. The internet wants us to believe that it's Pierce Hilbert, Garrett's younger brother. I didn't see him anywhere around there. My guess is it's this guy. Yes, Adam. He embodies everything about the Panda spirit perfectly. My other guess, this guy, Ryan, Brother Nature, super athletic, also a super great and genuine guy. I don't know what that has to do with being a panda, but I wanted to say that about Ryan. And number 1, I had deleted Instagram off my phone, which is where Dude Perfect messaged us. If it wasn't for Trent, my brother-in-law, who saw the message,
We're actually here.
I would have completely missed it, and we would have never made it to the Trick Shot Championship. Why was Instagram deleted off my phone, you ask? We had been doing trick shots for about 4 years at that point, and about a year ago, we felt like God was asking us to take a step back. Both Trent and I have other full-time jobs. I work in finance, he's a PE teacher and does some special ed, and we each have 4 kids. So we just needed to get our priorities straight. Put God first, put our family second, and trick shots are gonna come at a distant third. But the crazy thing that I found is when we got our priorities straight, this last year has actually been one of the best years of my life. Then at that point, God says, now watch what I can do. And this thing that we've been striving for to actually be in a Dude Perfect video just falls right into our lap, and I can take 0 credit for it because we haven't been doing this for the past year. We found our joy in God, and we will continue to find our joy in God, whether we're in more Dude Perfect videos, whether our channel takes off or not. We don't know what the future holds. Whatever we do going forward, we want to be a light shining in the darkness. We are not the light, we're just reflecting the light of Jesus. I've got one more thing to show you real quick. This is the ball that went through the hoop that won us the Trick Shot Championship. We got it signed by the 4 dudes who were there that day. I might take it back next year, see if I can get Cody's signature. That is definitely going in a case. Before we end this video, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the entire Dude Perfect crew and all the hard work that you put into making this possible, especially Trent Johnson, who is the one that set this up and was in charge of running everything throughout the weekend. And to cameraman Will, who bet on us to win the entire thing. I don't even win my own trick shot videos. So until next year, when I'm back to defend my title, that'll work.
That'll work.